If you've ever wanted to live in your van, but you've thought, how in the hell can I make money on the road? Then this episode is for you. Truthfully, the list is never ending. Since I sold my first book on half.com back in 2006, I've been waiting for the day that I could say all I need is a laptop and my internet. So if you've put your dream on hold because you don't have the faith in the multitude of ways that you can take advantage of this work-from-home environment, I'm here to rattle off a quick list of all the ways that I've ever made a dime online without needing to be in a specific place. This means no eBay. Unless you consider that you could buy and ship goods from the closest town, then go ahead, throw eBay in there. Are some of these ideas saturated? Maybe. That's like saying that people should never make music again because we already have millions of songs out there. It's up to you to find a healthy balance between multiple streams of income that best suit your time and talents. It's never a good idea to put all your eggs in one basket, so to speak, and what a dumb expression anyway, because this ain't Easter, but it's true that the public's needs are always changing. Competition comes up everywhere, so it is going to set you apart from everyone else. Okay, the quick list. Number 1, sell digital products. What do I mean by that? A digital product can be anything from an ebook to an online course or even something like music and photographs. You don't need a fancy digital SLR camera to sell pictures online anymore. A later generation iPhone would do the trick. You can sell your pictures or the rights to your pictures through various marketplaces. All types of people buy pictures. Bloggers, small business owners, or you could create a print-on-demand store that showcases your photographs on t-shirts, mugs, posters, and a whole lot more. Like everything, you need to stand out. If you're taking generic pictures, no one's gonna care. Think about niche industries and how you can create content for them to use on their own websites. Or if you're selling your own artwork, you've really got to have an eye for a good photograph. If you're a musician, there's plenty of room to license out your music to vloggers or podcasters. Are you really good at something? Create an online course. People assume they need to be a master at something to create a class, but you really only need to be one step ahead of your audience. You're allowed to create courses geared toward beginners. I used to have an English teacher who was forced to teach computer coding as an elective, and she'd literally sit in the class that morning studying the chapter that she would be teaching us that day. If you think about it like this, you realize that everyone is faking it. What I like about digital products over physical ones is you can create the product one time and sell it over and over again. You don't have to worry about shipping. The buyer usually gets access to their product immediately without you needing to do a thing. Okay, number 2. Write and publish books. Does this sound hard? Do you wonder, what in the hell am I going to write about? You might be surprised to learn that many of the books you see on Amazon are actually ghostwritten or pseudonyms. There are people out there who research the best niche to write about solely to capitalize on trends. This means that sometimes those bestseller rankings are a result of what the author knew that people were searching for. Another thing you'll learn is that keyword research is a necessary skill across the board, not just in the online world, but in brick and mortar or in-person businesses as well. So this is something that, once you learn it, can be useful in other areas that can build your own business or brand. Going to books, not only can you sell physical copies of your book on demand through Amazon, you can sell the ebook and Audible version and earn commission this way too. Number 3, create an affiliate blog. An affiliate blog is basically a website that focuses on a niche and creates articles around that niche, usually by finding long-tail keywords that have low competition. These articles are meant to redirect the reader to a website where they could purchase a product related to that keyword. That's how you make your money. This was one of the first forms of location-independent assets that I created. 10 years ago, you could get away with creating a blog with little competition that you could dominate and still make decent commission. Now, you have to be really selective on your niche and find a network that pays well. Many beginners use Amazon Associates, but their commission is so low you would need to focus on very high dollar items. Affiliate blogging is a great area to build yourself up as an authority figure. This means you can create an online presence and show people that you know what you're talking about, whether it be through videos, tutorials, even podcasts. When you do this, you build credibility, and people are more likely to invest in the product or service that you're vouching for. Number 4, freelance your skills. Are you good at something? Do you have experience as a virtual assistant? Or maybe you discovered that you're a Microsoft Excel king. Or maybe you just like making phone calls. There are a ton of opportunities and platforms to sell your services online. Let's say you're a graphic designer. You could sell book covers to authors who need it. This is an actual service that I've used on Upwork. Or maybe someone needs you to call 50 phone numbers and set appointments for them. This is something I've also paid for on Fiverr. Maybe you don't even want to do anything at all. There are people who outsource some of these jobs to other people for cheaper and then pocket the difference. Damn, look at all this game I'm giving you. Need to stop exposing everyone. Number 5, online tutoring. This is something I've done in the past contracting for another company. The right ones will provide the flexibility that you might want being on the road. The downside is some of these businesses pay what some would consider low rates, so you may find that it's not what you want to put 40 hours into, but it's nice to have more than one source of income to rely on. Number 6, 7, and 8 include murder, so I don't think we're going to talk about those. For all of these ideas where you're creating or selling a product or service, it's not enough to just act on whatever I've said. You'll soon learn that in almost everything you do, you need to know how to create a social presence that will give you credibility. This includes things like utilizing social media like Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, learning about paid ads and email marketing, and ultimately selling your product or service one way or another. It's not enough to just throw your book online and hope it sells. Becoming an authority figure in whatever niche you choose is the way to get people to make a buying decision in your favor. A final note, whatever you do choose, be sure it's something that you're passionate about. Don't go creating a course about taking care of newborns when you hate kids like I do. Find something that you love and do your research to make sure that you're not targeting a saturated niche. If you're thinking, I don't want to have to hard sell anybody, guess what, nerd? You're not. If you do your research, these people are coming to you to solve a problem, and you get to help someone find an answer that they're already looking for. You get to help. You don't have to sell. Did all of this hurt your head? Did I leave you with more questions than answers? I didn't want to get too in-depth for the sake of your time and mine. Plus, I really want to get back to Real Housewives of Orange County. I'm watching season 6 right now, and Gina Keogh is triggering the fuck out of me. And you know me, I live in trauma. To sum it all up, I would say that creating digital products is where it's at these days. You're not limited to what you can create, and the upfront cost to make them is way lower than like writing a book, unless you're going to write it yourself. That's it. I've given you all a couple of ideas that have helped me make money in the past. Don't forget to subscribe and rate. If you want to shoot me an email address is blue@hihowareyou.us, the letter U, the letter S, and maybe I'll release another episode in a year or something. I don't know. All right. Toots my goots.